Almost every Nigerian knows late General Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, the man who fought for the secession and freedom of the people of Biafra, a struggle which led to the Nigerian Civil War of 1967 to 1970. But little do they know who his father was. In this video, we bring to you the super interesting and inspirational story of Sir Louis Odumegwu Ojukwu, who was a notable businessman, transporter, real estate mogul, founding president of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and the very first Nigerian billionaire and richest to ever live on the face of the earth. He was so rich that the British colonial masters had to borrow his Rolls Royce to convey the Queen of England around Nigeria when she visited in 1956. Stay tuned as it brings you the interesting grass to grace story of Sir Louis Odumegwu Ojukwu, and also tell you the shocking reasons why he never wanted his son chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to join the Nigerian army. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, you're highly welcome to Loro Emi TV, and please do well to hit on that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can always stay notified and updated whenever we post a new video. We post very interesting content every day. Without further ado, let's jump right into our story. Born Louis Philip Odumegwu Ojukwu in the ancient city of Nnewi in 1909, he was the only boy and second of 4 children. Sir Ojukwu went to government primary school at Saba, and on completion of his primary education in 1922, he proceeded to the only secondary school in the eastern region at that time, which is Hope Wardell Training Institute, Calabar. After completing his secondary education at Hope Wardell Training Institute, Calabar in 1928, Sir Louis secured a job as a tire sales clerk with John Holt PLC in 1929 in Lagos. While working as a tire clerk with John Holt, Sir Louis Ojukwu noticed that many Igbo traders who came to Lagos to buy tires always bought textile as well. With his meager savings, Sir Louis traveled down to Onitsha, where he opened his first business venture called Ojukwu Stores, and employed one of his relatives to oversee it. Then he returned to Lagos and started sending textiles on lorries to his shop while still working for John Holt PLC. His textile business boomed, and by 1930, Sir Louis bought a second-hand truck and employed a driver in order to move his goods himself, and Ojukwu Transport Company was born. Sir Ojukwu worked tirelessly, and by the end of 1930, he was the major transporter on the East-West Road in Nigeria. In 1939, on the outbreak of the World War II, the British government requested the use of Sir Ojukwu's fleet of trucks for the war, a deal he agreed to. When the war ended in 1945, the British government recognized the sacrifice he made, and he was awarded a KBE title, which means Knight of the British Empire. The end of the war also created a high demand for raw materials from West Africa, and Sir Ojukwu transport business exploded sky high, and he diversified into other businesses. Some of Sir Ojukwu early drivers, such as Chief Ilodibi, aka Ekenedeli Chukwu, and Chief Izuchukwu, the owner and founder of Izuchukwu Transport Company, would later become transport moguls themselves. Sir Ojukwu was so rich that in 1956, when the Queen visited Nigeria, the British authorities had to borrow his Rolls Royce and personal driver to chauffeur the Queen around the country. Sir Louis was also a financial pillar of Nnamdi Azikiwe NCNC party, and when the party came to power in 1960, Sir Louis was offered the position of finance minister, which he turned down. The position ultimately went to Okoti Ebo. Sir Louis died in Nkalagu, present-day Ebonyi State, in 1966. Sir Louis' CV is the most intimidating you would ever see, and his portfolios include the first president of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, President, African Continental Bank, Chairman, Nigerian Cement Company, CEO, Ojukwu Transport Company with over 5,000 fleet of trucks, Chairman, Nigerian National Shipping Line with over 100 ships and vessels, Chairman, Lion of African Insurance Company, Chairman, Bisco Nigeria Limited, Chairman, Nigerian Industrial Development Bank, founded to specifically give loans to industries, Vice President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce, Chairman, Palmline Shipping Company, Chairman, Nigerian Produce Marketing Board, Chairman, Eastern Nigerian Development Corporation, Chairman, Coastal West Africa, Director, Shell Diaki Petroleum, Director, Thomas Watt and Son, Director, Nigerian Coal Corporation, Director, Guinness Nigerian Limited, Director, Nigerian Tobacco Company, Director, Daily Times of Nigeria. The man was simply larger than life. Sir Louis also owned numerous buildings, landed properties and stocks. It is estimated that as at the time he died in 1966, he was worth about $40 billion in today's money. Sir Louis never wanted his son Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu to join the Nigerian army. He wanted him to assist in running the family's successful businesses, but Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu blatantly refused and secretly got himself enrolled into the Nigerian army, to the disappointment and dismay of his father. In an interview, Ojukwu said, and I quote, "My enlistment into the Nigerian army, to say the least, startled everybody in Nigeria who had of it. I went to Zaria and enlisted. I did that mainly because I didn't want any interference from the well-meaning influence of my father. I joined the army, signed up, but I wasn't to be spared the embarrassment because it did not take long before my father was aware of it, and he did everything possible to stop the enlistment. This is why, despite my educational background, I was not enlisted as an officer cadre. The general idea was that it was agreed between the Governor General and my father that the best way actually was to let me go into the Nigerian army, and I would see for myself what the army truly was. I don't think they took into full consideration the level of stubbornness I must have acquired from my father as well, because I remember the question always came to Zaria from Lagos: how is he getting on? So guys, this is the story of Sir Louis Odumegu Ojukwu, the richest Nigerian man to ever grace the face of the earth and the father of Biafran war leader